Hello, what's up guys? It's Apollo, thanks for stopping by, and are you ready for another glorious online battle of Napoleon Total War? This is a massive 3 vs 3. We're fighting for this town in the center that has a nice little river flowing through it, which is going to create some interesting choke points and tactics and strategy and whatnot. But the rules for this battle: max 2 artillery, max 5 skirmishers, and we're currently in slow-mo, that's why you can't really hear the troops marching, but I have it in slow-mo because it starts off really fast, so we're going to go through the army comps as fast as possible. So I'm in the center commanding Prussia, and for my infantry, I mostly have musketeers, and I have the very fancy foot guards. Very nice. And then I have skirmishers, the Jaegers. I have 2 lancers, and I have 3 hussars. I have a general's staff and 2 7-pounder howitzer, which a howitzer is like a blend of a mortar and a cannon. Very cool. Now, looking at my ally, we have Sweden, and he's bringing Jaegers for skirmishers. He mostly has line infantry for his infantry force. He has a couple militia as well, and he also has 4 units of lifeguard afoot. But he is not bringing any artillery, which is really surprising because artillery can be key, especially with a map that has a lot of choke points. For Cav, he has some mounted Jaegers and some lifeguards of horse. Very cool. And his general is Karl the 14th, leading Sweden. That's awesome. So over here, my final ally, we have the French, and I do apologize on the way I'm going to pronounce these names. I hope you forgive me. But he has 5 units of light units of chasseurs or something like that. They're they're pretty solid. They're not extremely good, but in fact, the light infantry for the French is kind of lacking. But he has 5 of them, and he's bringing some Swiss foot. Couple units of Swiss foot. He has some Fusiliers of line. He's got a lot of different kinds of line infantry. He's got the 18th Regiment, the Brave, and he has some Young Guard and Guard Seamen, I believe. Yes, Guard Seamen. And for his cav, he has 4 units of the Chasseurs de Cheval, however you pronounce it. And then for his artillery, he's got 2 different artilleries. He's got the experimental howitzer, and he has the 6-pounder horse artillery. So that's really the French in a nutshell. Let's check out our opponents now, which mostly consists of Great Britain. There's two armies of Great Britain. This is just another standard force here. He's got light foot, a lot of light foot, and then King's German Legion light foot. He's got the standard foot, and he is just doing a full-on aggressive charge here to get a nice early start on the French. And then he's got some the Black Watch, the 42nd foot. Or what is this? Some foot guards. Very nice. And then for his artillery, he's got the 5-inch howitzer here. 2 of them. And then for his cav, he's got some 15 hussars. He's got King German Legion light dragoons, 2 of them, and a Major General Picton. Very nice. That's Great Britain. In the center, this is the main force I will be facing. This is Sweden. So this is kind of like a rebel Sweden force, since I guess there's a little civil war going on because there's 2 of them. But he's got Jaegers. Let's see what else. He's got some standard line infantry. Where's his artillery? Let's see. More line infantry over here, and more Jaegers. So it looks like mostly Jaegers and line infantry. Yeah. Where is his I know he has artillery. Oh, here it is. He's got the same kind of howitzer as I do, the 7-pounder howitzer. And he's got some hussars in the back there. Very nice. And the final force that's currently charging through the forest, which looks glorious. Another Great Britain force. And it's very similar to the other one. Mostly consisting of foot. He's got general staff. So he's not bringing any kind of historical general. More foot. A lot of foot. Light foot too for his skirmishers. And for his cav, he's got some King German Legion dragoons. Very nice. It's a pretty sweet army. It's a pretty solid army. But look at that. Did you see that shot go by? He also has some rifles for his skirmishers. But now that we got that over with, let's go ahead and go to normal speed. And like I said, this is an early start. And we've got an early volley from the French. They're trying to get in a good position. But it looks like Great Britain was able to cross this river without losing too many casualties. France was desperately trying to set up some form of defense, but he's gonna, oh, look at this aggressive charge by the King German Legion light dragoons. They are so fast. But is he gonna make it? Yes, he's going to reach the light infantry of France. And the light infantry behind should be able to get a good volley. They're gonna form square, try to protect themselves. You need to get these guys out of here. What a great aggressive play by Great Britain. I love aggressive players. Great tactics there. So the battle is officially begun between the French and Great Britain. Now over here, my decision making was not exactly the best. I was a little indecisive. I wasn't sure what to do. I noticed that Great Britain was pushing, and I could kind of use that against him, because if he pushes too far, I'll be able to, you know, shoot at him with my artillery at the flank. But Sweden decides to be somewhat aggressive and take control of the choke points. We had a little bit of a disadvantage. They were able to spawn closer to the choke points, and we were a little bit farther away, so they had less time to like set up and stuff, and it took us a lot longer to get into position. But Sweden over here is going to continue to push. He has to be aggressive because he is constantly under fire by artillery. Check that out. And he is pushing forward his Jaegers. So the epic battle has begun. The pieces have been set. Now it's time for a glorious fight. But most of the intense action is happening over here between the French and Great Britain. Oh, got some cav coming in. Great Britain's gonna send in his cav. Oh my goodness. Where's that artillery? Oh, firing at the Fusiliers of line. He's gonna retreat his cav out of there, and he's gonna form square with his Fusiliers. But the King German Legion, they're not gonna let up. They're gonna continue to charge in, and now they're going after the Swiss foot. So Great Britain doing a great job against the French here. Just a great early start. And it's going to be a tough fight. Oh, and then we've got some support by Sweden sending in their hussars. I saw that and I was like, shit, I need to send some help to my ally, because my opponent that's facing me is, you know, kind of double teaming my ally. So I need to send something. So I sent over some hussars, sent 3 units, and I was kind of waiting for the ideal opportunity to charge and take out his skirmishers. And the battle over here is not really doing it. I'm keeping my troops behind the buildings because of the artillery, trying to protect them. But we do have a little bit of a defense here. My guys are taking some heavy fire, but it's just a howitzer. It's not doing too much damage. Someone said in the comments of an earlier battle that howitzers were more made for destroying the morale of forces, which makes sense. And looks like, man, Sweden's having a tough time over here. He's pushing forward his troops. And Great Britain looks like they're settled in, and they can just kind of sit back and wait for Sweden to charge them, which is not a good situation. But check that out. Oh my goodness, the experimental howitzer looks glorious. And here comes a charge from France. Good charge, going after the Lightfoot. Went a little too far there, charging into some 88th foot there. But I'm still keeping my guys in reserve. I'm waiting for the perfect time to charge in. I'm trying to wait until he's distracted with other things. And I noticed that there's some French cav going wild over here. So I felt like this would be a solid time to strike. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm kind of just like marching in position. Oh, wait. No, that's the French charging in. Yeah, so I noticed the French were going in. So I was like, maybe I should wait, because then he's going to expect more cav charges. Oh, dear. Good charge there with the artillery in the background. And okay, here comes my charge. Going in, come on, hussars. Went in for the King German Lightfoot. Pretty solid charge there, and now I'm just trying to get the hell out of there because of all the artillery. Then I set up my artillery over here to fire at the flank of Great Britain. Because I wasn't too worried about Sweden, because I was going to be able to hold them for quite some time. But I need to get some forces over here to defend this bridge. This is not even protected right now. That is not good. This battle is all over the place. Most of the action happening between the French and Great Britain. But Sweden sending in their hussars. And hopefully my teammate forms square. Come on, man. Form square! Form square! Oh, no! I guess he doesn't see it in time. Very, very unfortunate. Good aggressive play by Great Britain. This battle is just super fast. And then I noticed that Sweden is pushing forward some line infantry to help the fight against France. And I thought this would be a great time to send some musketeers this way. I've got 2 units of musketeers going to the edge of this river here, the side of the river. And they're going to fire back. And they are in range of the skirmishers, so they should be able to get a pretty good volley here. So a little river battle. Oh, that guy just got hit. Oh my god. Maybe they're out of range. Or maybe they're just still forming up. There they go. Finally, man. God. And then I've got some troops over here. I still have my Jaegers firing back at the Swedish Jaegers. But we do have a charge here from Sweden. And really, this is his only hope. He's charging his infantry in because he cannot sit back because of that artillery. He has a couple units over here, but it looks like he's focusing most of his assault at this one choke point. Look at that. Where's that artillery coming from? I know it's not from Sweden, is it? I don't know. What, he left his general way back there. Oh my god, massive charge from the Cav. Just not a good situation. Not a good situation at all. Sweden really, you know, clumping up his forces, and Great Britain's going to be able to cut them down. Even though Sweden's getting somewhat of an edge here, look, they're just going to form up here and just really just cut them off. It's not going to be pretty. But this fight is still going on. I still have my hussars over here kind of waiting for a good time to strike, but that window is closing. This battle is getting intense. The French are now forming up here. It looks like they kind of switched sides here. Not switched sides, but kind of like went more at this angle. And the line infantry, oh, I don't know what's happening here. They're running back and forth. And I felt like we could have defeated Great Britain right here. And I'm going to go ahead and do a charge there, hoping that I get him off guard and he doesn't form square. Here comes the rest of my hussars. Oh, nice. Juicy charge. I'm trying to quickly break them, and my plan here was to charge the back of these guys while they were fighting the French line infantry. But man, you do not mess with the Black Watch. They do not break so easily. I was very frustrated at that point in the battle. And now I'm sending in my foot guards because I felt like this was a good opportunity. My artillery still firing at the lines of Great Britain. But things are going pretty well here. I feel pretty happy so far. I'm holding Sweden back in the center, and then I'm fighting off Great Britain at the flank. My French ally, though, is pretty much destroyed at this point, but he did a pretty good job destroying Great Britain. He did the best he could. I mean, he could have done a little bit better there. He had a rough, shaky start, but he's still in the fight, and he's still causing some issues for Great Britain. But what an intense battle. Like, I did not expect this battle to be so quick. Here comes another volley from artillery. Now I'm aiming kind of in the backs of the line here. He's going for his foot guard, going for Sweden over there. And Sweden is continuing to soften my defenses over here. But I noticed that Sweden has decided to charge in and try to take this area, and I felt like this would be a great opportunity to cut down these forces. So I'm going to charge in my lancers quick, and I noticed that he formed square, so I'm going to get them out of there. At least try. Maybe they weren't listening. Oh, get out of there, lancers. Flee! Flee for your life! I was just trying to buy some time so my infantry can get in position. There goes another charge. A brutal, brutal fight, guys. I guess this is just poor micro by me. Maybe I noticed that I'm breaking his Jaegers, but I am going to get them out of there eventually. Or not. I don't know. They're loose cannon. They just do whatever they want. But eventually I got my line infantry set up, and I just decided to charge. A big melee charge here. My musketeers can take these Jaegers. Charge! Charge, men, charge! So that's a fight that we can definitely win, but if we head back over here, looks like I'm kind of pushing back Great Britain and Sweden, but I'm heavily outnumbered, and I really need my French ally to win this small battle over here. That's why I'm constantly sending in the hussars, try to help them in this this epic struggle. And I'm going to go ahead and retreat my hussars out of there. So I've already lost 2 of them. I'm down to just 1 more, and I desperately need them at this flank. But the good news is that I'm able to fire at the troops at the flank here, and also fire my artillery at this flanking force. So this is an okay situation, as long as I don't get outflanked by this force, which is, it's going to be a tough battle. But I did push back Sweden, and I'm able to send forward some musketeers to hold the defenses. And then over here, we have a beautiful forest battle between my ally Swedish forces and the enemy Great Britain. It's epic. I love the forest battles. Watching the smoke come through the trees is an epic sight indeed. But yeah, this is definitely in favor of Great Britain. Though I'm pretty impressed by Sweden's push here. It's been a tough struggle, but it's hard to take out a position like that in this game. And got some very depleted Jaegers doing the best they can, firing at the flanks of the foot here. What a beautiful, beautiful battle. Look at this. So awesome. Love this game, man. It's a great, great online experience. Okay, so back to this fight. Still holding on. I've got my very elite foot guards doing the best they can. You know, just killing as many as they can. They know they're gonna probably die in this situation, unless I call a retreat or something like that. But I don't really plan on calling any kind of retreat. I just want them to hold and hope for the best. And then I'm setting up secondary lines here in case things get a little sticky, because if you look at this, looks like the French are going to be destroyed here. Great Britain is just pushing really hard. I've got hussars that are trying to fight off the Swedish hussars, and it looks like they're doing okay. They are losing, but he's gonna go ahead and retreat. I think he's going for my lines here, my foot guard. Let's see, are they gonna be able to charge in? Are they gonna go for it? Am I gonna form square? Let's see. I don't think so. Oh no! Form square. I do not form square. I guess I just was microing somewhere else. But yeah, that's not good. That is not good at all. And then we've got the French general over here, the general staff, charging in. He's doing a last desperate hope charge to go against Great Britain. One more huzzah! Oh, and the French general dies. So very, very unfortunate there. And my guys are still standing, but after that brutal cav charge, they're not going to last much longer. And here comes an epic push by the line infantry. So I like the fact that I'm making Sweden be aggressive, come to me, and I'm going to retreat my Jaegers out of there and get my foot guards to get a volley and then charge. My foot guards should win this one. And then I've got some musketeers over here firing at the troops. Another river battle there. And I believe my musketeers are winning on this flank as well. So I'm really keeping back Sweden. It's just I'm not keeping back Great Britain over there. And look at this. Sweden is down to like a handful of militia. And he's got some foot guards or lifeguards afoot. And they are breaking through, but I don't know if they're going to continue to break. I mean, there's a whole nother line of Brits here. So it's not he still has some reserves here though. It's good. He's still got some lifeguards afoot and his general. Look, I think they're going for his general with artillery. I'm not really sure. But yeah, this is just such a tough fight. This is why you need to bring artillery when they allow it, because artillery can be really, really great at destroying defenses, weakening defenses, causing troops to retreat. But we do break some Jaegers over here from Sweden, and the epic line battle continues on along this river. And they did break through my line here, so now they're pushing through this choke point. And then I'm sending forward some musketeers to hold off against the foot of Great Britain.
Our men are running, sir.
Who's running? Oh, geez, my men are running from this riverside here. It's not looking good, guys. Both my allies are pretty much shattered. I've got about half of my army left. I tried my best to try to help the French out, but it was a really tough fight. But it's far from over. I can turn this around, especially with the help of the artillery. My foot guard need to hurry up and get in position and fire back. Damn. They're about to be out surrounded here. Oh, we broke that line there. We broke that line infantry. And I feel like at this point I should have just retreat from my position. Because, yeah, he's got me way overwhelmed. Like, my troops are way overwhelmed. And he's charging another wave of line infantry. My foot guard are happy about this because they know they can beat them in melee. And then I've got some musketeers getting, or some Jaegers, excuse me, getting into position. And I've got some Jaegers over here firing a little bit at their defenses. But we head back over here, this brutal fight. I mean, look at all the dead bodies in this one area. It's an absolute choke point here. And it's a brutal one indeed. And we've got some King German Legion fighting off the line infantry. And the troops are breaking. The Swedish lines are breaking, crumbling to the sight of the King German Light Dragoons. But they're forming square here. Very nice. I love that square formation.
Our men are running, sir.
More troops are breaking. Oh, my Jaegers breaking. And my foot guards were victorious there, but they need to hurry up, get back in position, and continue to fire. Oh, another line coming in. Come on, get one volley on these line infantry. Oh, reload. What are you doing? Hurry. Hurry. Oh, they're getting a couple kills there. There you go. There you go. All right, hold. Hold. And this is a huge blob of Swedish forces. And they are breaking through my lines. Now I've got just this one unit of Jaegers holding them back. and my artillery. I do believe I have some cav left over. I do have some lancers left over. I'm moving them to this flank. I still have hope. I will never give up on this battle. But my troops are now getting shot at the side and in the front. And my men here are losing this melee. It's just too much. Too many men. And this is where I decide to send in some of my Jaegers. I put them inside this building so they can, you know, fire at the enemy from the safety of shelter. And this is where they do an epic charge. And I'm going to go ahead and retreat my Jaegers because they are no match against line infantry once they're in range. And I go ahead and activate my cluster shots here.
Sir! Sir!
And
our general is under attack.
Oh, my general's under attack? That's unfortunate. I don't know where... Oh, my general's over here. Yeah, he's getting shot at from the victorious Swedish forces. Here we go. Canister shot. Come on. Come on, you can do it, I believe. Oh, here comes my lancers. I'm going for Great Britain, hoping that they don't notice my charge here. But unfortunately, they do. They're going to form square. And that was a pretty pathetic charge. That was a very pathetic charge. Not good at all. My artillery is fighting off some troops. I'm going to go ahead and send in my Jaegers to help out with my artillery. You got to keep them alive because artillery, they can really rack up kills even if they're, you know, all by themselves. You just activate that canister shot. My lancers are shattered, but it's okay. I have a whole nother unit of lancers that I'm going to be using to protect my artillery. Oh man, Sweden will just not break. But I do turn on canister shot over here. Let's see if I can pull off a volley. Come on. Quickly! Quickly, men, for Prussia! For Prussia, hold! Let's see.
Our men are running, sir.
Come on. There we go. Boom! Oh, nice. We got a bunch of kills there, but it's not enough to break them. They are the foot guard, and they don't break easily. So they're going to charge in there. My men over here are still holding off this choke point. But that's really the last. This is it of my line infantry. My general is kind of hiding in the town, and my artillery is just getting overrun and outflanked. But if we look over here, Sweden's still holding on. He's got a couple lifeguard afoot. An epic struggle over here between two nations. All right, where's my lancers? Oh, I charged them in. I already charged them in. It was a pretty decent charge, but it's not gonna like turn the tides of the battle. And there goes my allies' general. So my general is the last one to be alive. And my general is actually currently fighting off some life foot guards. Not the best decision, but he wants to go out and, you know, go out like a champ. He doesn't want to run away. And he is going out like a champ. Like he's fighting to the bitter end. Very nice, very awesome. And we lost the building. They charged the building with their infantry. And I think it's safe to say that this is going to be a defeat. I retreat back my musketeers. They're holding that bridge. Oh, the artillery coming down. Fighting off some line infantry. I think my musketeers are out of ammo at this point. I didn't realize it. But Sweden is... You know, they didn't do so bad. Like, they didn't do terribly. Like... Great Britain is down to like 2 line infantry and artillery, so they got a lot of damage done, even though they didn't bring artillery. But imagine if they did, like they could have done a lot better if they brought artillery. But his troops here are losing and retreating. They're in a tactical retreat.
Our men are running,
and
sir.
my men are running, yes. And my general is still fighting, guys. This is ridiculous. He's still putting up a great fight. Man, he could have been a legend if he just survived this battle. If he just won this battle. Very epic death there from the general. And that is my Prussian force. My ally kind of got destroyed there. I wasn't there enough to support him in his battle. And Great Britain was able to overwhelm me. But here's the end results. That was a beautiful, epic battle. I just didn't really expect it. By the way, all the players here were subscribers. So thank you guys for joining me and saying nice things about my channel. I truly appreciate it. All nice guys. But Sweden getting 681 kills. I got 1,243 kills. I'm pretty happy with the amount of kills. Usually when I'm on a losing side, my goal is to get the most kills. And then my French ally getting 849 kills. Oh man, I almost got the most kills. Almost. But we have Great Britain here getting 1,100, the other Great Britain getting 1,200, and Sweden getting 943. So a beautiful battle. I hope you enjoyed this one, ladies and gents, and be sure to check out the other Napoleon battles if you want more. Also, if you enjoyed this battle, be sure to like it, and yeah, I'll see you next time.